In fairness, it's super soft. Oh my gosh, look at that. Hi everyone, it's Anna Cat Castle. Nice to see you again. And in today's episode, we will be doing a product review on the Huda Beauty Gemstone Obsessions eyeshadow palette. Yes, I actually got this from the Boxycharm pop-up. And believe it or not, I think I got this for around $12. And that's a very good deal because this one usually retails at Sephora for, I believe, $27 or $29. And there's 9 eyeshadows in this eyeshadow palette. I actually went back to the pop-up because at first when I saw it, I was like, I have so many eyeshadow palettes. But I follow Alexandra Anel, who's an amazing makeup YouTuber. And she said how much she loves the Obsessions eyeshadow palette. So I got 3. So this is the first that we will try from the other 2 that I purchased as well. So without further ado, let's begin. So here she is. So the packaging is really nice. I mean, and this color stuff right here, I believe is the color inspiration of the eyeshadows, and it's embossed. And look how pretty she is. There you go. I actually haven't tried it yet. So we will explore on them together. And I'll do my very best to use all of them. If not, I'll at least swatch them. So I already prepped my eye with the Beauty Crop Stock on You eyeshadow primer. So without further ado, let's begin. Let's actually start with this color right here, which is this, I would say sparkly blue. Because I believe it looks like all of this is like sparkly. Okay, based on how I see it, it looks more of kind of like a fairy bluish purple. I'm saying fairy because it gives you like that iridescent feel. But if you actually see it, it's not as dark as how it is in the palette. And this is usually what I do. I like to like tap it just for us to really see how it deposits. But you know what? It looks good. So for our natural friends out there, you know what? This would be good as well. So let's actually try this greenish color right here. I actually, looking at it, it looks like a tealish green. Now let's put it right on the inner corner of the eye. Okay. I think while we're applying this, the way it's registering to me is it looks more grayish on the eyelids, because it looks more of like a true green, like a sparkly green, right on the palette. What do you guys think, right? So, you know what? Now let's actually try some purples. Actually, oh, you know what? No, let's actually try some sparkles. Let's actually try to see this. In fairness, it's super soft. Oh my gosh, look at that. It looks more of kind of like a pinky purple. So, you know what? Let's actually try this other color right here. The true pink. I would say that that's actually more pigmented than this one. This one has more of a chunky glitter. So I guess that's the reason why it's softer. But this one actually is finer. So you actually see more of the pigment. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to try this right on my eyelids. Let's actually try to use our fingers. And I'm going to like press it in. I must say, it's really, really soft. It's not that easy to actually find like sparkly eyeshadows that are really soft, where you don't even need to like wet your fingers just for you to see the pigment. So far with these 3 colors, it's looking good so far. Yes, what do you guys think? So now what I'm gonna do is, I'm actually gonna use a little bit of this color right here. And let's actually use that as our transitional color, right in between the blue and the pinky sparkle. Just so that we're not gonna have any demarcation. What do you guys think? So now let's actually try a little bit of the warm color. Let's actually try this right on. That's a true bronze color. Now let's actually try that as a transitional color right next to the green. So let's actually try it with a brush. Let's do it right there. And you know what? If you're someone who's like scared to use like colorful eyeshadows, the good thing about shimmery eyeshadows is that they're actually more forgiving than mattes because it doesn't deposit as much pigment. I mean, look at that. Like, it really has like a very gradual transition. So now what we're gonna do is, let's actually do a combination of this and this as our crease color. And then we're just gonna do like a little mini rainbow. I mean, look at that. Super, super easy. It's almost kind of like a chameleon. Super pretty. I would say that's super gentle. And then after that, let's actually try a little bit of this color. You know what? It's kind of like a Snow Queen pink. I'm like inventing my words, right? Snow Queen pink. And then I'm gonna apply that right on the inner corner of the eye. And meeting the crease. Look at that. You know what? Let me actually just blend that a little bit with my fingers because that's a little bit harsh. But you know what? At least you can see how pigmented that is. So that's actually what you do. You just use your fingers when you actually feel like you applied it too much with a brush, because the natural heat of your fingers will just like melt the product right onto the skin. There you go. And then, you know what? We actually haven't tried this color yet. So you know what? Let's actually try that right on the inner lash line. Or you know what? The bottom lash line rather. So we're gonna do that. And let's put it on right here. Oh, wow. I would say that's really, really pigmented. Oh, wow. That's really good. I think of all the colors that I've tried here, I would say that this actually has been the most pigmented. So you basically just do like little dashes until until you reach the middle. And there you go. Oh my gosh, you know what? Let's actually finish a little bit of this with some eyeliner. You know what? Based on how this looks like, I'm gonna use the green right on the inner bone of the eye. This one is actually like from LA Girl. You know what? Because the holidays are coming up, so might as well. Let's just try to like experiment on some colors. Look at that. What do you guys think? And let me just finish this with some liner on top and then some lashes, and then I'll give you my overall thoughts on this eyeshadow palette. Yes, I'll be back. You know what? Before I finish it, let's actually just add an additional layer. You know what? If that will actually like do the job. So let's actually add more of like the bluish color. Okay. Now, when you actually layer it the second time, I actually feel like it's actually now really giving justice. So you might have to just like do it again and layer the second time after you do it the first time. But I must actually say that so far it's blending well. Now let's actually put a little bit of that again. So there you go. It might just have to be like an additional layer, but it definitely, I would say, is working on our favor. Yes. Let's just put a little bit again, and then a little bit of the warm color right here. And then now let me just finish it with some lashes, some liner, and some lips, and I'll give you my overall thoughts on this eyeshadow palette. Yes! And here's the final look, yes, for our Huda Beauty Obsessions Gemstone Eyeshadow Palette. So 3 things. First, let's talk about the pigment. The pigment were good. I mean, I actually love the color selection. You actually have a perfect combination of warms and cools. Second, there's a little bit of a hiccup because you know what? There was a little bit of a fallout. I actually have a little bit of fallout right here and right here. I tried to clean it up, but compared to my other shimmery eyeshadows, it's not so bad. And third, when it comes to application, I actually say that it actually has a better payoff using your fingers compared to if you use your brushes, because you actually saw that I had to repeat it the second time just for us to see the blues and the greens as well. So overall, I'm actually happy because I only paid $12. But if you actually think that if I bought this on resale for $29, then I'm not gonna be so happy. But since $12 is there, it's a good deal. So there you have it. What do you think of this eyeshadow palette? Is it something that you will try as well? Please let me know. So that's our tutorial and review for today. If you enjoyed it, hope that you can support this video by giving it a thumbs up. And also, if you're into a channel that celebrates women, celebrates makeup, and celebrates anything that's beautiful, including you, hope you can consider subscribing as well. Again, my name is Alicat Castle, telling you and reminding you that you are beautiful just the way you are, with or without makeup. And all of us deserves a space in this beautiful world that we live in, regardless of the circumstances that we go through, okay? You're beautiful, and I love you, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!